Hello gamers, my name is Light Sniper. Today we're going to talk about The Last of Us Part 1 and the remastered one. Now we're going to separate them two. The remastered one is the old one and the new one is the Part 1. So today we're going to talk about The Last of Us, the new one. Now let me get straightforward. Is it worth a buy yet? No, it isn't. If you play The Last of Us Part 1, then you already know the full story of it. It's just like more detail and more face expression. So you shouldn't buy it. It also costs $70. Now, Naughty Dog. I know the actors were on set again with different movements and stuff like that, so they raised it to $70 because like, oh, we came here again, we must do it again. We must put the higher price. At least keep it to a $40 or $30, not 20 though. You want to make your game like makes it feel like, unless games are like $20, that doesn't make sense. That needs to be like $20. Like sometimes it makes sense and doesn't make sense, So make it $20, $30, $40. That's fine. It's fine, but don't make it 70. You know how many people that have that kind of money? Like, I have a PS4, I record on that, so I can't play The Last of Us Part 1, and I never will. Because, for one, it costs $70, for two, you have to buy the clothing, for three, you have to buy the DLC, of course, because the DLC is part of every game you have to buy. So, it's not for free. To come with, they have to pay a lot of prices. Now, I know what Naughty Dog was doing. He wanted to compare The Last of Us Part 2 to Part 1. The techniques were not in The Last of Us Part 1. That was supposed to be in The Last of Us Part 1. Wait. No, The Last of Us Part 2 was to put The Last of Us Part 1 with the same technique, but that never happened. Because some of them, the techniques, Joel never crawls, but we got save codes now. We have face expression. It's just, do you think it's like worth them buying it? If you haven't played The Last of Us Part 1, then buy it. If you want to buy it, then buy it. It's not my choice. But if you played The Last of Us back in 2014, well, don't buy it. It's not worth it. Oh, woo, wow, that's amazing. Don't buy it. It's the same storyline, even if you say, well, I don't care about the storyline, I care about the face expressions. Well, okay. Okay. That's your opinion. I'm not gonna judge, but I'm judging the game from part 1. Now, there's no multiplayer on this, obviously, because they want to compare The Last of Us Part 2 to Part 1, because they're like, oh, we shouldn't do multiplayer. I like the multiplayer of The Last of Us Part 1 Remastered, of course. It's really amazing. Really. It's like you have to collect these canisters to make people alive, and you have to survive. Of course, you could choose between Hunter and Firefly. Yeah, so, yeah. But multiplayer didn't make it. Why? Too much, I think it's because like, oh, too much techniques, we shouldn't be wasting our time on this. So yeah. And my thoughts are gonna be like, are they gonna make a new cutscenes? Because like, you know the cutscenes where they're spring, winter, and summer? You notice how, yeah, like 3 seasons? I thought they're gonna be making more seasons in The Last of Us Part 1. Part 1, not remastered. But it looks like, nah. They're keeping that way. They're like, we shouldn't be wasting our time, like I said, we shouldn't be wasting our time on making seasons. I want more cutscenes. Like, I want, The Last of Us Part 2 has a lot of cutscenes in it, has a lot of boss battles, but The Last of Us Part 1 makes it feel like you only been playing for 1 hour. Now, since there's Ellie stories that will contain like about 3 hours or 2 hours, it took me 5 days to finish the game of The Last of Us Part 2, but it takes about like 2 hours, 3 hours to finish Ellie's part. That goes with Abby too. 2 hours, 1 hour, 3 hours, until it's like, oh, I finished a game for Abby's part. Now, so I expect to like 2 hours of gameplay. No, 3 hours, 4 hours, maybe 3 hours of gameplay, but nah. The reason why I say like 2 hours, 3 hours gameplay is either like you don't collect stuff, or you're just like, I'm not gonna travel a bunch of rooms to waste my time in, you know? So yeah. I like the Last of Us Remastered because I just like, it feels right. Because there's no problem with it, except for a few glitches, or the black screen. So, yeah. There's just no difference. Sam was more detailed in The Last of Us Remastered than The Last of Us Part 1. I kind of feel sad for it, because he was transforming, right? He got already the cut in his mouth, the hands and stuff. It's just, you know, the Last of Us Remastered has plenty of things like it's more detailed than The Last of Us Part 1. Not like the quality or the face expression. I mean, there's some face expression on The Last of Us Remastered, but have you noticed like there's more details in The Last of Us Remastered? Like there's no like furniture inside of, well, where they sleep with Sam and Henry. Where the table was and the vent, aeration. And now there's The Last of Us Part 1, and there's not much detail. Not the big painting behind Henry, and, you know. It just makes no sense to me. Like, they're like, okay, let's make this quick, so, you know. And then they're like, we done this, right? We should pay $70 for this game. Are you right with me? Everybody agrees. For what exactly? At least put it to $40 or $30. $20, no, people wouldn't buy the game. I mean, if they want to play it, like, if they want to play a game that is $20, some people does because they think it's interesting. Until they say I want my refund. Some of them, nah, they don't want that, so, yeah. So, that's all I have to say. The Last of Us Part 1, don't buy it. But if you haven't played The Last of Us 2014, I played The Last of Us since 2018 because I didn't have my PS4. And yeah, so 2018 or 19 I got The Last of Us Part 1. So newcomers are gonna come and say, well, this is freshly made. You know? Know what I'm saying? Like, just, like, it's not worth it to buy. Unless you people don't know The Last of Us Part 1 and you want to try it, and it's like, oh, okay, more details, more stuff. I think what happened is, like, The Last of Us Part 1 didn't get much love in it. I did love it. I did love the Last of Us Part 1, not Part 1, I have a PS4, The Last of Us Part Remastered, because it has so many glitch. It was funny to me, it was hilarious. But since they fixed the details and stuff, I bet there's gonna be a few glitches up ahead in The Last of Us Part 1. Of course, we don't know what's gonna happen in The Last of Us Part 3. I was complaining to myself, saying why they couldn't do the Part 3. Now, hear me out. Maybe they're gonna do a part with Abby and Liv getting to the Fireflies by the journey, just like Joel and Ellie. Maybe Ellie's gonna be in here, maybe not. Maybe we're gonna play some new characters along the way. I thought I was gonna play Tommy in The Last of Us Part 2, but we were playing as Joel and then Ellie and then Abby. And that's it. That's all the characters. I do like The Last of Us Part 2. It was so emotional. It was so good. Last of Us Part 1 was also good. The DLC one was also good to me. if you don't like all of them, well, don't type in my comments saying, well, I don't like all of them. It's my option. You can't tell me what to do. Okay. You have your own opinion. I have my own opinion. We both have our own opinions. If you like the game or not, just don't describe to me how you hate it. So yeah. We don't know what's gonna happen in the near future for The Last of Us Part 3. Like I said, maybe we're gonna see Abby and Lev. And maybe we're gonna see new characters in the storyline. Maybe we're gonna play as, you know, Ellie. And yeah, who knows? So, yeah. So, about the game, don't buy it. Unless you're new and you want to buy it, go ahead. Not my problem. If you played The Last of Us Part 1 in 2014, well, you surely don't want to buy it. It's the same cutscenes, this time it's different with the emotions and, you know, it's not the same. I thought there's gonna be like different cutscenes since, you know, it's only winter, fall, summer, you know. But if you want to buy it, it's fine. If you play The Last of Us Remastered and you still want to play it, it's fine. I suggest you not buying it for $70. Now, I hope they fix the problem soon. I bet they will. So, well, no, because when I bought The Last of Us Part 2, it cost like $90. So, for us, $90. So, I don't know what country you live. I don't need to know. It's your home, it's your country. But don't buy The Last of Us Part 1. It's not worth it. Wasted your money. You already played the cutscenes and stuff, and you don't need to see all those cutscenes again saying, oh, okay, I heard these voices a bunch of times. You don't need to hear that unless you want to hear it. I don't get annoyed by the character's voice. It's interesting, you know? But if you get annoyed by the character and you're like, okay, I don't want to play The Last of Us Part 1 that I paid $70 for it, then don't buy it. It's your choice if you want to buy it or not. I'm suggesting you not to buy it if you play The Last of Us Part Remastered. So, that's all I'm here to say, and yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and like if I'm missing breath because I had to talk to this whole video. There's no cut or anything, so like this video, subscribe if you want to see more content in the future or right now, and I'll see you guys in the next month, maybe a year, maybe a week, maybe, but maybe tomorrow I'll post, who knows. So hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, snipers.
Lucky you got my back. Downed one. I gotcha.
Now you want. I'm down.
Hold on, I can patch you up.